First and foremost, let me introduce myself. I am Zainab from Ethiopia. I am one of the youngest innovators and entrepreneur from my country. I am recent graduate of high school. I'm currently doing my bachelor's degree. And let me share one of the most inspiring stories I recall from my life till now. So it was lately when I was a grade 9 student where I began my innovativity skills, where I began working on my innovation sector. So I joined first of all I joined in the an innovation nationwide competition. So when I joined this nationwide competition, I was one of the youngest. I was about 13 years old, and which was about little bit not believable for the contest. It was a struggle for me to fit in with the competition. A lot of big people, famous people. It was really a burdensome first time in a big crowd. So at that time, I thought that I could compete myself, but they told me then you have to build a team. So we were about two, three women's, and then I brought a team, few of my friends, many skills together. So we created a team and we were working consequently on that project. And lately, what happened was because all of them on my team were males, we were about six males, and the seventh was me. It was a big project we were working on, and so the problem was I was one of the youngest of them all, and I was a woman, so they told me they was like they were underestimating me, and when I was trying to lead the team, we should do this on this time. Still, they never listened to me. There was a lot of lack of communication between us. It is how they assumed that. So you're going to lead us? Come on! It was a project we believed in, so like there was a lack of communication between us, and this thing really like to be honest, I was having, as a young person, I was having so much motivations, a lot of, we, as a very young person, you don't see pessimistic part of things. You only see the optimism, like, yeah, I will do this, I will get to that. So I was like, it kind of mentally, and I was like, kind of, so like, it was hard for me. I needed to work on myself more. And then my mom, I always remember that my mom, when she told me no one can make you feel inferior without your consent, Zainab, she told me. So like, and then I recalled myself, like my mom was right. Like I gave them the chance to make me feel inferior so that they're making me feel inferior. So always my mom used to tell me this, keep in your mind, if you, we women's at most time, the problem is we give people a chance to make us feel inferior. When they say something, we don't reply back, we don't show, you don't give an action equal to that. What we do is like, it's like we are accepting it. I know it can be a burden for us all, and it was a burden for me because I was indeed accepting it. I was not fighting back. I was indeed like, okay, was it wrong me leading them? That was what was in my mind. So what happened is like when my mom told me that, I kept on working on myself, and then we got to the golden place, and then we were about to win the competition, but we couldn't win because still they were not like, they didn't agree with the point that a female is leading us. And then again, I came to the capital city of Ethiopia, and then another big project with the European Union. And then later I came with a team. We were two females and two males. And in this team, what happened was all of us were the youngest. Were all high school students. I was still on my 11th grade at this time. I passed to my matriculation for the national living examination. And then I saw all of the participants. Participants were all PhD graduate, all master's graduate, all like people who were like people who have experience. So, and then something again knocks my mind. Oh, Zen, this is again an experience for you. You have to tackle now again, once again. So then what happened was I saw them. I was like, oh, we were put in random teams. I haven't told you this. We were put into random teams, and I found my teams all were like below me, and we were all the same. We were high school students. And then I saw my the participant. Who am I competing with? And then, oh my God, this is this is not good for you, Zainab. Second time, you should not fail. So it was like blindly, like you should win. You boldly just Zainab, you have to do it. You have to win. And then I remember one time while I was going on a transportation, there was a quote I have heard. It's like a successful woman is a one who can build a firm foundation with the bricks that others have thrown on her. So this was like, it was really motivating. I heard it in the morning. So most of the time, we females, like emotionally, we're a little bit weaker than males. I understand, but in the same time, we must change our challenge into our opportunity. I believe on that. So, like, I hear that the successful woman is the one who can build a firm foundation with the bricks others have thrown at her. And then lately, we started working and started developing. And then lately, we won that competition and we were funded and we started our organization, and I was the project management and leader and the lead of that organization, and we were going through good progress. And lately then people started believing in me. So like the problem is I am Muslim, so what the society believe is, in our society people believe that if you're a Muslim and you are young, so like you were not supposed to lead, you're not supposed to manage, you're not supposed to lead people, especially men. This is how they thought. You are like, after you pass the high school stage, when you're like an adult, so then you got to get married, have your own family. This is what they thought. And then this thought started slowly by slowly changing. And even from my childhood till now, there are a few of the progress I've been always watching. I always wanted a platform such like where all women with different experiences, different outlooks, different culture, different ethnicity, nations, we all can meet. So like a recent studies I've been collecting from known sources that shows that women are responsible for 60% of work done globally, yet earn just 10% income and 1% of property. Let's take an example of Africa as a continent. In Africa, 70% of women are excluded financially. The continent has a USD of 48 billion financing gap between men and women. So I think all of you was waiting some good things from me, but no, I have to tell you also, we've been like all of us have been motivating, but at the same time we need to know. I think those challenges, we need to know them. Those challenges motivate us, so we can fight them. We can move to another level. And recently, recently, Ethiopia achieved a significant gains in advancing gender equality and women's empowerment in various fronts. Significant achievements has also been made promoting women's political participation. Now, lately, women's occupy 50% of the cabinet of ministers and 38.8% of seats in the House of People's Representatives. So these are one of the good parts, but yet there is a lot to be worked on. And most of the time, like I used to practice some public speaking for females of my society, of my city, and then slowly growed up to the capital city little by little. I used to always tell them, luck is great. I know some of us might be lucky, but life is meant to be experienced. Sometimes the only way out of stress is through it. You have to pass through stress. You cannot sometimes avoid stress, but you have to pass through it, face struggles to overcome challenges in life. Many times battles happen to help each us listen. We can either learn from that lesson or deny it, but we have to take that lesson. From an evolutionary perspective, the human mind's primary goal is to keep you safe. So boldly go into the direction of your dreams, stand tall and show the world what you are made of. When the world beats you down, find a reason to get back up again. Never give up on the success. Like I always want to tell all the ladies out there of different age, of different experience, educational background, culture, religion,